Fairy Tale is back, and we start off back with Lucy trying to talk to Athena. And her plan is basically they should become friends, allies, because ways Lucy sees it, they have no contradicting issues right now. Lucy explains that they need Athena's power to help take down the last two remaining dragon gods, and what she wants is apparently to learn emotion, and she thinks that she needs the Dragon Slayer magic to do that. But Lucy points out that she doesn't actually need it. She has emotions. And on the side, there's Natsu, still drained of all of his power, and completely against this plan altogether. Natsu just wants to fight. He has no interest in making friends. Yeah, it's a weird statement, but when it comes down to it, if you pick a fight with Fairy Tail, Natsu just immediately calls you an enemy. So that actually does make sense. But she basically tells him to shut up and continues to talk. So yeah, Lucy continues to negotiate, basically asking her to give back Sting and Natsu's magic, because she doesn't need it. She has emotions, and it's proof right then and there during their battle. Athena gets confused, and she actually starts to ponder, trying to figure out what she should do. That's when Lucy says, okay, there you go, that's another emotion. That's confusion. Surprisingly enough, Athena is a lot more loyal than I thought she was, because she's starting to actually feel guilt, another emotion, about wanting to go against her master. I honestly assumed that she was just partnering with him because he was a means to an end, but no, she actually does care about her master and is actually quite loyal to him. Lucy points out that you don't entirely have to follow his rules. If what you feel and what you desire goes against it, you could try to just talk it out. So we skip back over to Urza's group, and they are of course being hunted at the moment. They're running for their lives. Urza may not be able to use her magic, but she still has her swordsman skill, and so she just picks up a candy cane and uses it to deflect all the arrows that are being shot their way. But even so, it's literally an infinite bow, so this is just a futile effort by her part. So for this entire fight, they straight up, not a single one of them, not Urza, Zerzalal, or Minerva, figure out how to combat this ability, and all they can do is just find an exit, and one just appears out of nowhere. Obviously, they think it's a trap, but they don't have any other choice, and so they just charge straight for it. It's not a trap, surprisingly enough, because even Luso is confused about it, because she didn't create the exit. Urza and the gang jump through, and it's like they just teleport out of that world and they're completely normal again. Minerva's not stupid, she immediately just teleports them out of there. So as you can imagine, the exit was created by Anine. She had no interest in watching this continue. She just got bored, she said. And the two sisters just get into an argument about how she was just having fun. The other one was like, no, this is boring. And it basically comes to a conclusion that they don't need Dragon Slayers. They don't need them. It was pointless. They were just wasting time. Screw them. Just let them go. So basically, we get to learn a little bit about their personalities. Basically, one's a sadist and the other is very stern. So we got a sadist who enjoys torturing and a stern one that's very serious about everything. The interesting part about this conversation they're having, though, isn't the fact that we learn more about their personalities, but by the simple fact that Annie says, do you know what the word bored means? And I'm not sure if she's just threatening her sister to say, I'm bored, so we're done, and you need to shut up. Or there's actually a specific meaning behind, or purpose behind the word bored. Or words in general that are used by alchemists. I'm not entirely sure, because, well, they're alchemists. They're not wizards. They don't actually cast spells. They don't use words. So it could be she's just threatening her sister, but there might actually be meaning behind certain words alchemists use. So we flip over back to Gray's group, and, well, he's screwed, because, once again, he's outnumbered, and the rest are down on the ground with their magic sucked out of them. So we are just continuing back to where we had with our last conversation, which is, why do you want the Dragon Slayer's magic? We already knew he wants to put in Athena. Gray's like, well, if you want a Dragon Slayer magic, why not just take Diablos' magic? They literally are on your same continent. And his response is, they ate the dragons. Therefore, their magic is tainted. He needs pure dragon magic. The only thing is he doesn't really explain why he needs pure dragon magic. I mean, yes, it's about Athena, and it's going to help him take down the dragon gods, but he doesn't actually explain how 1 and 2 equals 3, you know? All he's really doing is just coming with a bunch of excuses why he can't use God Serena, he can't use Diablos, he can't use anyone. It has to be specifically these people. It has to be Fairy Tail and Sabretooth. God Serena's still having fun. Guy's still an asshole. He's just joking around how the fact that he has actually no idea about any of these people, even though they're from the same continent, same country, not just continent. And that he's actually surprised that there's such a small dragon slayer like Wendy. Yeah, the God Serena, narcissist to the max. So the Duke is about to just kill all of them, when Athena just comes in and asks for him to spare their lives, obviously. So she had a complete flip. It was insane. Before she was very stern and serious, and now she's very giddy and just wants to really be excited about the good news she has to spread, which is the simple fact that she has emotion. And she's always had emotion, she just didn't realize it. She thinks that he will also be happy for her now that she realizes she has emotion, and she generally is excited and hopeful that this man that created her would be happy for her. But no, he calls her a dud and just punches a hole straight through her. Now here's the thing, they need her to defeat one of the dragon gods. So my guess is she'll probably survive this. No, the problem here is that if he's so willing just to get rid of her, there's a high possibility that she isn't the only one designed to kill the dragon gods. I say this because he says to her, she's also a dud, which means he might have created more than one Athena over and over and over again, and he might actually have another Athena, or he might even have an army of them. He's just consistently trying to make the perfect doll, and I guess a doll with feelings and emotion is a doll that is a failure in his opinion. I don't know why. Odds are he probably just needs something that's completely loyal that won't question him. He needs a weapon, basically. But yeah, his willingness to just scrap her when he needs her to take down the dragon gods definitely tells me he most likely just has a second Athena. And the reason why it's taken him so long to take on the dragon gods is most likely because he just keeps making Athenas, they fail, makes another one, it fails, and he just keeps repeating the process over and over again. You just gotta think about that, because if all he needs is a single dragon slayer's magic for Athenas to become perfected, at least that was what he was claiming, because he originally was just going to take a Dragon God orb. There's a high possibility that he can just add the Dragon Slayer magic to like multiple Athenas. So he can add stings to an Athena, Wendy's to another Athena. He can basically have an army of Athenas all powered by Dragon Slayer magic. Once again, this is only if my theory about there being multiple Athenas is true. But he could do it. He could just keep applying Dragon Slayer magic to different Athenas. That would be terrifying. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up so you can enjoy more fairy tale and other anime things. Thank you and have a great day.